Clients often ask us, how is child support for my child going to be calculated? And the good news is that in New Jersey, we use something that's called the Child Support Guidelines, which really provides some predictability to litigants so that they know exactly what child support is going to be. And in order to calculate child support, all you need to know is a couple of things. Number one, what is the party's incomes? Number two, how many overnights per year with the child or children will each party have? Number three is there a parent that's paying for health insurance for the child, and if so, how much? And number four is, what is the cost of child care for the child and who is paying for that?
There are a few other smaller factors, such as the age of the child or the children when support is calculated, and also if one of the parents should have another child from a previous relationship, which is called an other dependent deduction. There are a few occasions when the child support guidelines are not followed. The first is if you have a child that's away at college, the court may look at the actual needs of the child instead of using the guidelines. Another is if you're in a family that has a high income level, the courts may not think it's appropriate just to use the support guidelines as calculated, and they'll give you something above the guidelines. And then finally, if there are any extraordinary expenses for your children, not the normal expense of maybe your child playing baseball or soccer, but they're involved in something that's a bit more costly, the court will also take that into consideration. And sometimes commuting expenses. If you have a significant expense for going to see your child and spend time with your child, the court may give that consideration as well when determining child support in your matter.
And nearly every attorney and every single courthouse has software to calculate child support. So there is child support guideline software where we simply plug in the numbers of everything that we just talked about, and it will spit out a number of what child support is. Now, of course, there are situations where we don't follow that number to the T, but it is a great tool, and it is nice that in New Jersey there is some predictability when it comes to child support.